Myles, getting ready to get back out on the field. You have a 4-game GNAC series coming up this weekend against Central Washington. You got the plate over your last 2 series are hitting .481. Just talk about how comfortable you've been up there.
It's been really nice. I've been seeing the ball really well, and I think having the lineup we do right now has really helped me succeed, because I know if I'm not able to get it done, that there will be 8 guys behind me that are. So I've just been really confident in my teammates, and they've allowed me to become the player that I have.
Last series against St. Martin's, you guys hit 9 home runs. You had 1 of those. You're doing a little bit of everything, have some power there, and you're also just getting on base, bunting for hits, things like that. Talk about winning 3 out of 4 against St. Martin's and how comfortable you guys are as a team right now.
We're really cruising as a team right now. Our team chemistry is great, and our coaching staff's great, and it just provides an environment to be successful in, and I feel like we're all coming together as a team finally. A couple series early on in the year, we were missing either hitting or pitching, but now it seems like it's all starting to come together. So being able to take 7 of the last 8 has been huge, and we're just going to try and keep that momentum going forward.
And you guys have Central Washington coming up this weekend. You had the weekend off, so a nice weekend to recover there, body-wise, a long road trip to start the season. But now facing Central again, it's a team that you split with on the road. What are your goals as a team as you host them here this weekend?
Like we always have, as our goal is to win the series, of course. And we're just going to come out game 1 ready, and we're going to play our game and keep going. So I feel like we can really win this series, and we're in a good position in conference standings right now. And I know that we're going to give ourselves a shot to win it. So,
thanks, Myles.
Yep.
Okay, Jake, getting set to get back at it this weekend. 4-game home series against Central Washington. Team has really got some momentum going, having won 7 of your last 8. Talk about what has been working for you guys lately.
I just think we're as confident as we've ever been. We all believe in each other right now, and it's really showing up in the win-loss column. And we're just really starting to click as a pitching staff, and also on offense, we're just doing what we do, and we're doing really well and getting a lot of wins, so it's good.
You guys were off last weekend. How much of a nice breather is that after starting the game with starting the season with 28 games on the road, and then playing pretty much nonstop since the beginning of February?
Yeah, I think this week is going to be really beneficial for us. A lot of us are a little banged up and just a little tired and sore, and this week off is really giving us a chance to get our bodies right and get really feeling real good before we start our last stretch into the last half of league play. So.
Last time you guys played Central was on the road. You guys split the series. Each team won 2 games. In your start, you threw a complete game in 7 innings, had 5 strikeouts and no walks, so clearly you were pretty comfortable there. What's going to be your approach facing this team the second time here?
A lot of the same. It's just going to be pounding the zone a lot and really letting my pitches move and get outs early in counts. Don't really try to strike everybody out, but just get the ball in play and let my defense do what they do.
Offensive side of things, you've seen a couple of different things. You've seen guys who've been consistent throughout their careers. Brody Miller, Luke Reinschmidt really be hot lately. But then you've had other guys step up too, like Myles Berkram batting .481 in his last 2 series. Just talk about the well-rounded effort you guys have had in support offensively.
Yeah, we knew coming into the year that our offense was going to be really good, and going off guys like Brody and Luke, but we also knew that guys like Myles and a couple other contributors were going to be there, and it's just good to see that they are. So it's really helping us out throughout the season.
And out of the bullpen, junior Lee Busto, he's currently number 2 in all of NCAA Division II in appearances. He's made 20 so far this season. Just talk about him being able to consistently take the ball day in and day out for you guys.
Yeah, Lee's been extremely helpful. He's really settled into his role and embraced it. He just comes in pretty much every game, it seems like, whenever we need to get out of an inning and we're in a tight spot. Lee's always there, and he gets us out real quick, and he gets us moving into the next inning. So it's been really helpful.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you.
Okay, Coach, getting ready to get back into GNAC action after having a week off. Central Washington comes to town this weekend. Your thoughts on facing a team that you split a 4-game series with the first time around?
Well, Central at their place, I felt like we were playing pretty well at that point in the season. It kind of started, things started to click, and our team started to show up, or the team we thought that we'd have this year showed up. So we played pretty well and split. I mean, they're a good team, and Central every year is a talented team, and every game was a fight there, and I'm fully expecting the same thing here, that it'll be 4 competitive games from start to finish.
You guys had last week off, kind of a weekend to recover, a long road trip to start the season, and then just like that, you got back home and had more GNAC games. So how is that weekend off going to help you heading into this week?
Well, hopefully, we had 2 series in a row where we went really deep into our pitching staff, used the guys several times, probably a little bit more than we would have liked to at that point. And so having a weekend off, I think, is going to be a benefit from just an overall health standpoint, how guys are feeling, getting a little bit rested. We've been able to get back in the weight room, take a couple days just completely off of baseball and everything else, and guys got to go home, see family, spend time with friends, and I think the season's such a grind that hopefully that will be a good thing, and it will pay off down the stretch. Not really even looking just at this weekend, just at the rest of the season. That it's basically a 4-week sprint now, and we're not going to have many days off or many days to relax. So hopefully that will put us in a good position going forward.
You guys have won 7 of your last 8 games. During that stretch, you've had the normal expectation of guys like Brody Miller and Luke Reinschmidt stepping up. But you've also had guys like Myles Berkram stepping in. He's hitting .481 over that stretch, and a lot of different guys really piecing together in your lineup and coming through for you.
Well, I think for us, it just needs to be a different guy each day, and we talk a lot about that with our team. And at the NNU series, I felt like it was the pitching, and last weekend, we had some good pitching performances, but it was a little bit more on the offensive side that we took care of business. So, we just need different guys and different aspects of our game to pick us up each week. As well as I do that, being consistent in this game is really difficult. So, you may have to win 3-2, and you may have to win 13-12, and you don't really know until you show up at the park that day. So, we just have to do our best to prepare and stay consistent with our approach, and just believe that we're going to play hard from the start to the finish, and that good things will happen.
On the pitching side of things, Brady Miller recovered well last week. He had missed the previous series with an injury, but he came out strong, struck out the first 7 batters that he faced, and finished with 10 overall. Him, and then you look at a guy like Jake Campeau. The last time he faced Central Washington, he threw a complete game. So what's your focus on those 2 guys and the starts that they will have in this series?
Well, each start is obviously equally valuable, but having Jake and Brady go on the first day, they really set the tone for how the weekend is going to go. When you look at the different series, not just our series, but any GNAC series, any conference series, playing 4 games in 2 days, the teams that can stay out of their bullpen on the first day, or not overexpose that bullpen on the first day, really have an advantage on the second day, in my opinion. And so that's where those guys have been key for us, and that's what we look for them to do each weekend is, go out and give us a bunch of quality innings, leave the game with us having a chance to win, and hopefully have a short bullpen behind those guys on day 1. And then, on day 2, you're asking for the same guys. So we need Coop and Tanner Johnson to step up well as well. And those guys were the last couple outings. Those guys have been a little bit short. So we really need those guys to go deeper in the game.
Then Central Washington coming up. You guys are currently in 2nd place in the GNAC standings. Central, of course, the reigning GNAC tournament champions. So they've shown they can compete at the top level. What are some goals going into this series as a crucial one in terms of maintaining not only your spot in the GNAC standings, but a chance to move up a spot even? Yeah,
I think we just have tried to keep it simple and just try to go into each series with the goal that we're trying to win the series. If you can't get too concerned with what other teams are doing, there's nothing that we can do about how the other teams are playing, or if somebody wins 4-0 or they split, or how those go. So try not to. We're watching that as coaches, sure, just paying attention, but really when it comes to our team, we're just trying to stay focused, play each game on its own merit, and try to win each series. And if we win each series from here on out, I know the result will be a good one. And so we'll just try to take care of our business, and we surely are going to have our hands full with a good Central team. So just kind of keep our focus there.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.